What I'm going to do now is weigh out some flour and weigh out some water, mix those together to make a dough. I'm not going to do much kneading, but this is flour from the north of South Australia. It's flinty and dry, so it needs to soak up some moisture before we make the bread with it even. So I'm just going to let that sit for 2 hours and hydrate and swell. Measure out 1.5 kilograms of flour. Flour in Australia is measured in kilograms, you'll understand. So we'll measure out 1.5 kilos, and I'm going to put 1.3 or so of water in that. And I'm going to weigh the water, of course. Vive everything. None of this measurement stuff. So 1.3 of water to start with. And it's just room temperature tap water because today is 32 degrees in Adelaide, so South Australia. So you can see this flour is really, it's a wholemeal, it's a stone ground wholemeal, and you can see it's really, really flinty. If your flour's moist and you hold it up like that, it will stay together, but this won't. It's really, really dry, so it actually needs hydration to sit there and just soak up water for a while before we even make the bread with it. And this makes much, much better bread because all the flour cells are swollen up. And so when we put the leaven in it, they will just love to eat and digest and break that down. And we'll get much better, softer bread. For a wholemeal, we're always looking for it to be a bit soft, not too hard and hair shirt-like. So we're not too worried about making a dough here, just is mixing. That's all I want to do here. Get the moisture in there and mix it. Make sure all the flour and water are incorporated, and that's like mud pie paste. Yep, don't have to do much to this. Just pretty much leave it like that to soak, and when we come back to look at that again, it will be a different texture, I guarantee. Just a few little mixes to get the gluten start forming a bit. There we are. Leave that. I'll cover that with a tea towel and put it in a plastic bag so it stays moist.